Gentlemen No Class is proud to be a part of the HC Universal Network. Gentlemen No Class is produced, mixed, and edited by M5 Studios.
This podcast contains explicit language and is intended for adult audiences. The views and opinions of Gentlemen No Class are strictly for comedic purposes and should not be taken literally. For instance, like this disclaimer. Now grab yourself a pint and enjoy.
And welcome to another episode of Gentlemen No Class, a podcast that when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I'm Jake.
And I'm Rob.
And like it or not, gentle ladies and gentlemen, we are the hosts for this episode.
So we are, I guess we decided to be a little lazy and not set up the cameras tonight. We're in the middle of transitioning to a new studio, so we're using that as an excuse to be testing lighting and stuff, and it's not quite ready to roll live stream.
We're never ready to roll sometimes.
Dude,
but we make it work.
We do make it work. But in this particular instance, we are not ready to roll live stream quite yet. I don't know when, hope maybe next episode, but we'll see.
If I get here early enough to help Rob, because Rob been, doing the workload on all that shit, setting up, and I'm just sitting back.
Cadillacing.
Yeah.
This motherfucker couldn't even remember how to hook up his microphone tonight.
Thank you.
So I figured I'd call you out on that because it was really funny.
I feel ashamed about that too. Like, what the hell? I'm more of a plug and play guy, and you're kind of like pigtailing cables.
The microphone is literally plug and play. Like, it is the definition of you plug in.
I know. Yeah.
I see you're partaking in a nice, refreshing can of Bud Light.
Yes. So, since we're not on camera, I figure I'm gonna have a little primer.
Yeah.
This is not really beer, if you ask me. It's just thirst quenching. Maybe
it reminds me of the that George Lopez stand up from years ago, where he's talking about the Budweiser frogs, and he said something about, you tell me you couldn't got 3 Mexican guys to do that. I don't know if you know this, but Mexican guys have been known to partake in a few alcoholic beverages in our time. Anyway,
George Lopez.
Good old George Lopez. Anyway, so we thought that we'd roll this episode, and a couple things I wanted to talk about that Jake's probably not going to know anything about, and then a couple of things that we wanted to get out there and roll with. But one of the things that we wanted to talk about was this new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
So did you see it?
I saw it. I just saw it once.
So give me your thoughts on it.
Well, listen, I wasn't a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I loved playing the game, but I didn't go out and buy, the games as they came out. I would say that this is better than the Annihilation and the original Mortal Kombat movie. It wasn't a great movie. This one wasn't a great movie, but it was entertaining, and I think that's what the value that I want to get from a Mortal Kombat movie. That it has to be somewhat gory and entertaining.
Yeah, I don't think you watch a Mortal Kombat movie for the plot. You know what I mean? That's like watching a porno for the plot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know what you're in it for.
Yeah. I do like. I don't know. I can't remember if they throw those little pieces of dialogue from the game in the original, Mortal Kombat movies, but like in this one, I caught 2 of them. Where I think one of them was like flawless victory.
Yeah.
And I think another one was,
and then the Scorpion doing the get over here.
Yeah, well, that one I saw that, but
those were in the original. They did some of those.
Flawless. Okay, I did not know that. But
not the flawless victory, but like some of the little quips.
Oh, there's another one like fatality. I guess whenever Liu Kang whips out the dragon at the end, and then the fire dragon mauls. Forgot who he was killing. I forgot who. Damn it, who was? I don't know. But then it's like fatality or something like that. That was cool, paying homage to the game. But
yeah, and I mean, it was bloody. It was gory. And
it could have been a little bit more bloody, if you ask me.
I think so too. There could have been a couple more fights. I wish there was. They kind of played it like they weren't doing, like they in the plot of the movie. Spoiler alert. They're not. They didn't even get to the actual Mortal Kombat tournament. Shang Tsung was cheating, trying to kill all the people ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, I think the casting did okay. The lead character Cole,
Nicole Young. Or I forgot who. Yeah,
He's
Who
not a
is this
character.
dude?
He's not a character in the games.
No, he's just
They
a
made him
add-on.
up. Yeah, they made him up for this.
Nice. Okay.
But
For a second, I thought, okay, is this guy gonna be fucking Scorpion? Like, is he gonna be killed?
Yeah, I didn't
and he's gonna be
get it.
resurrected because that's what happens with Scorpion. He gets resurrected from hell, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is he gonna? I don't know. And it was kind of shade of Scorpion with the whole yellow coming out. Maybe it was
Yeah.
gonna be some freak Scorpion. I don't know.
I don't know, but all he had was body armor. Like, he wasn't even cool. You know what I mean?
Really
Like,
wasn't, man.
and I mean, he was a piss poor fighter. He was losing all his fights, so whatever. I mean, it was worth it just to see like the other characters. I'm going to compare and contrast to the original and say a couple of things like this. I think that in the original movie, the chick that played
Sonya Blade was hotter.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. The chick that played Sonya
Oh
Blade
yeah,
did a much
Okay,
better
then
job.
Billy Madison's teacher, right?
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't even freaking know.
Man, she was way hotter. That chick was way hotter.
Whatever happened to her? That's the main question.
Yeah, that is the main question. You should Google that.
I'm about to.
And then I like how they like set it up for a sequel at the end with the Johnny Cage thing, but like fuck Johnny Cage. Like he's not even like the number one character in the show. You know
Who was Johnny Cage in the original movies? Was it fucking Miklo from Blood In Blood Out and Ryu or Ken?
No,
Was it him?
it was a white guy.
Well, obviously.
Hang on. Let me look it up. You looked
Bridget
up-
Wilson was in
Bridget-
the original Mortal Kombat movie.
Bridget Wilson.
Which what happened? Good old Wilson. She didn't age. I mean,
Has she been acting this whole time?
I don't know. I was gonna say she didn't age too well, but I mean, maybe she did. I just saw a bad photo. But yeah, Johnny Cage. I think that was Ken from Street Fighter. I could be totally wrong.
Oh, you're right. He did play Lyndon Ashby, and he did play. He played Johnny Cage. He was also in one of the Resident Evil movies and the Teen Wolf show.
Okay.
I don't know if he was in.
No, it's not him. Now, Lyndon Ashby, I see him now. No, it's not him.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm completely wrong.
But I don't know. So to me, oh man, I'm just looking at the people who were in this. Christopher Lambert as Lord Raiden in the original one was so good. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so bad that it was good.
So bad, but yeah, I know what you mean. You know, for the longest time, I thought it was Sam Malone from fucking Coach. What's his name?
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson when I was younger. Like
Sam Malone from Coach. You mean Sam Malone from Cheers?
Cheers. Yeah, I'm fucking it all up. Thank you for calling me out on that. I'm fucking it all up. But yeah, you're right. Sam Malone from Cheers. Coach is. Why did I think? I don't know.
Yeah, Hayden,
Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah,
No,
Craig
no,
T.
no.
Nelson.
He wasn't in any Mortal Kombat.
Mr.
movies.
Incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, so I like the way they did Raiden in this movie.
Did you? I mean, I like that they didn't put white guys in all the Asian roles. You know what I mean? Like they did.
That's hilarious.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm sure that was going to be like cancel culture if they actually did that. But
Isn't
they
that something
didn't.
that they had to think about that beforehand?
Well, I mean, I'm glad that they did.
No, I'm
Like,
saying, but isn't that something that I'm sure that the reason why is because of the backlash that they will get afterwards.
Well, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious. Like that's. Yeah, that's. I mean,
I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying like.
yeah, but
They're
you
actually
shouldn't-
doing prep work
Yeah,
beforehand.
exactly, but you shouldn't do that. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like you probably shouldn't like put fucking white guys into roles that. I mean, there's no reason for a white guy to take the role of especially when the original character is an Asian American or an Asian person. You know what I mean? Like, why would you?
Unless the story calls for it.
Like gentrify that
Yeah.
role.
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
like
whatever
an
it's
American
called.
Me, William Forsythe playing the Hispanic white guy, but he was more like they knew that he was a white guy. But I mean,
I've never seen American.
you never seen American Me?
No. Somebody posted on Facebook the other day, like, you can only pick six. Like, they gave you, like, 6 Mexican movies, and you were like, you can only keep 2 of them. And I was like, well, I've only ever seen Selena and La Bamba of these 6. So, like, those are the 2 that I'll
You
keep.
keep? Oh, man, no. Yeah, American Me is pretty good. Off topic. But yeah.
The other ones were, like, Blood In, Blood Out,
Good one. They're
American Me. Fuck, I don't remember
Stand
what
By
they
Me,
were.
probably.
No, that wasn't. It's a Mexican movie.
Well,
It
I
had to
mean,
be
they were
like-
in the East LA, I think. Whatever.
I forget what the other ones were. Anyway.
Well, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like, one of the things that they didn't do that I really liked in the first one was like they would do like those scenes where like Sub-Zero would come out and it'd be like you'd hear like the guy from the Mortal Kombat game Sub-Zero. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the background of it. I was like, I like that in the first one. I was like, oh, that's badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And then the reptile fight scene, that was just like the fucking first one. It was pretty stupid. I wish they would have like let him fight as a person.
Right.
You know, like they did. And they did a quick reference to like Smoke, the other like Scorpion Sub-Zero character that they made.
Remind me, in the other movies, the first movies, did they even bring any, like, I don't know if there's any origin stories, but did they develop any characters the way they did in this one? Like for Kano and like...
Not really.
Jax, the way he got his hands from...
I like the way that they did... the Jax thing. I like how they did like the evolution of Sub-Zero where he was like... Where they actually like called him like a cryomancer. They gave him a term. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That he wasn't just like I have superpowers. You know what I mean? And then like at that final fight scene between him and Scorpion, like he's come back from hell. Right. You know what I mean?
Old as fuck.
Yeah, old as fuck.
I didn't know Scorpion was that old.
Well, I mean, he's dead, so I mean, he hadn't really aged.
He really don't have any age, right? I guess.
Yeah, so
many forms. But
I mean, it's one of those things. I thought there were some pretty good. I don't know who the Cabal character was. I know that he was in one of the games, but like I don't remember him.
Yeah, I'm probably at my limits at Mortal Kombat 2, maybe. With Kano, Jax.
Yeah, I remember Kano and Jax, and I don't know who Cabal was. I don't remember who. I think I remember Melina and Katana being in one of them. Yeah, and Prince Goro. You can't forget Prince Goro.
Yeah. I like Goro, and Prince Goro here kind of looked like a beige, slimmer version of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean?
So you think it should have been like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk with?
I think it should have been the original Goro from the first film.
The old like the claymation like CGI
thing. One that gave me nightmares when I was a kid, man. Oh. So cheap. Looked like
who played Prince Goro?
Someone
who played Prince Goro in the
first starring Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo. I did like the way they paid homage to the game. Obviously, with Liu Kang milking his trip, like his I guess his backspin kick, the trip. The enemy, like milked that like 3 or 4 times.
Did they?
Yeah, it was pretty cool though. This water's fantastic.
Oh man, it doesn't. Oh, Kevin Michael Richardson played Goro in the first one.
Not to be
well known
with Michael Richardson or Michael Richardson.
He is most well known as like he did some voice work for Transformers.
Okay.
The Simpsons, Trolls.
Okay.
Family Guy. Anyway, so he's apparently he's a big burly guy. So I mean that's what he got into. So in this one, the actor that played Scorpion, I really like that guy. What is his name?
That I do not know, but I will try to look him up. I think he was a good character. Like the way they brought Scorpion out at the very end of the movie, which it's like, come on. Yeah. I think everybody's favorite, well, maybe not their favorite, character would be Scorpion, but the fact
Scorpion
that they milked it all the way
to
the end, the Scorpion, and Sub-Zero was just killing it throughout the whole movie. My question is, with it leaving it open, spoiler alert, I mean, can you really have another Mortal Kombat movie without Sub-Zero and Scorpion?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess Scorpion's dead, but the tournament hasn't even taken place. Right, so, right. I mean, the whole plot of this movie was, Battle World or Other World or Outworld or whatever the name of it is if they win one more tournament, they get to rule Earth. What my problem with this one was, like, all the champions fought and shit, but there was no actual tournament.
Right.
So that tournament still has to happen, right? So, like, if Outworld wins and beats Earth, like, then they get to rule Earth. So, like, everybody's like taking it easy, but
Well, I mean,
there's still a tournament to win here.
I don't know about like Mortal Kombat 3 and all the other games and what their tournaments are like, but from Mortal Kombat 2, I mean, Goro was the big boss that you got to beat.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's dead already.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is not a video game. I don't know if you know this.
Well, I mean, they were kind of, giving the fans what they wanted by having these characters fight, each other, and Liu Kang.
Were they?
they
Because they gave the fucking person who is not even a real character the fight scene with Goro.
Well, he has to be the key for the next one, obviously. And
well, I mean,
unless he's developing into a character that's big in the other games that I'm not aware of because I don't play the other games. I only played the game back when I was in middle school, elementary.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2 in 92, 93 when it came out, I think.
Yeah, man, that game was so cutting edge when it came out. You remember
that?
Though?
It looked realistic to whatever. I mean, on Sega, it had the actual face. It wasn't pixelated faces.
Yeah, and they have you ever seen like the making of? They actually filmed the people doing all the moves and. Like,
that's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? It was like real moves. Like fucking, they would do the. Fucking punches and shit. We should have live
hit all
that.
back.
Yeah.
93 is when he came out, the game.
Okay. So when did that movie come out? That movie came out in like 98. It was like just a couple years later.
Probably.
95.
95? Wow.
2 years after Mortal Kombat 2?
Damn, that's when Street Fighter came out too.
Well, that's when they were grasping for ideas.
Yeah.
They were just like,
we're going to do some adaptation
of video games. Let's do video games. Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Well, going back to our initial reaction, like it should have been a little bit more gorier, if that's even a word. I'm not too sure.
It's not.
Bloody.
It should have been more gory.
Okay, there you go. But, I mean, if Sylvester Stallone could pull out an Expendables and a Rambo with fucking decapitation left and right, I mean, fuck.
I wanted them to rip somebody's spine out with their skull, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, the fatality. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool, but they didn't do that. I guess there's only so many fatalities you can throw. The one, who was it that had the fucking hole blown through?
Yeah,
him?
the spine is still attached though.
Yeah,
no,
you know what I mean?
Why is the spine still there and everything else is gutted out?
That's true.
Whatever.
Kung Lao was in there. Kung Lao was good in there. That fucking hat. When he fucking surf rode that bitch.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking,
that's when he flawless victory.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I mean, there were some cool ideas in there. I think that there was.
But Raiden didn't do shit. He was just observing.
Well, he didn't do shit in the first one either.
He did.
In the original one, he never fought.
Raiden was my go-to jam when I played.
He was one of the most powerful characters.
Yeah. Maybe because I could just do the Hadouken and it always shoots out the electricity.
I would always just pick the people that had the easiest moves.
Yeah. Liu Kang was probably your go-to.
Yeah. Liu Kang and people that shot stuff, you know what I mean? Sub-Zero and Scorpion were my go-to guys.
Sub-Zero with the knee shooting.
Yeah, and the fucking fucking freezing the ground and they fucking slip, with Sub-Zero.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I remember playing all this, but I mean, overall, I don't know what their end game is on this. You know what I mean? What's their goal? Is it to make a Mortal Kombat franchise of movies?
I'm sure they will. I mean, it's.
But But who wants that?
I think our age group wants that. I mean, we can both agree that this wasn't a great movie. But it's one of those movies that's okay, I'm going to watch it. I'll probably watch it again.
Godzilla vs. Kong wasn't great either, and I've watched that 2 or 3 times already, because I like seeing Godzilla wield the fucking axe,
right?
And there'd be no logical reason why apes could have built a throne room in the middle of the world and not know how to talk still or have technology.
Okay, the younger generation, you think your daughter will like that movie, Godzilla?
I don't know. She doesn't like monster movies. Okay. She makes fun of me for watching it, so probably not. If I
we're in that age group now, man. I think it's that's old school, and Godzilla's been around forever, and it's passing it down because I'm sure our dads knew about Godzilla.
Yeah,
know? And it just I don't know, man. I think that's what they're making these movies is for people in our age group, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
They'll probably make another Street Fighter movie, and
dude,
I'll watch it.
Dude, I hope if they make another Street Fighter movie, it better be fucking better. It better be.
You better resurrect Raul Julia.
No, it better be better
CGI
than that
him
fucking.
in. Come on, no,
Man.
okay.
I think that no. I mean, I think Raul Julia did a good job as M. Bison, but like, I think that like if watching the game, like after playing the games, I think that there could have been a better M. Bison.
Yeah, have Guile with a thicker accent this time.
Yeah, thicker American accent.
Oh, man, that's freaking hilarious! Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guile. That's great.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so let's talk video games. If we're gonna start talking video games resurrected into movies, let's go down the list. Like, let's do some theoretical casting here.
Okay.
If we're on Street Fighter, let's go Street Fighter. Who plays Guile?
Ooh. Kevin James. Nah, I don't know, man. Guile. Who's the most American badass, right? Kid Rock. No.
You gotta have somebody like muscle bound, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Yes. He could play a perfect Guile.
Captain America.
Well, he could play a good Guile. I mean, why not? But then people were like, well, he's just fucking Captain America in Street
Guile
Fighter.
was just fucking Captain America in Street Fighter. I mean, that's all he was.
That's true.
You know what I
Chris
mean?
Evans. You mean fucking the Human Torch? Isn't that what he played?
Yeah. He was the original Human Torch.
Okay.
Who plays M. Bison?
M. Bison, man. See, when I think of M. Bison, I'm thinking about the '95 Street Fighter. You know, I can't. Fuck it. Why not? Put Iron Man as M.
Robert
Bison.
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Why not make an Avengers movie out of this shit?
No,
then?
Bison has to be like Ukrainian or Russian. Like he needs to be like. It's too bad he's too old.
The guy that played Juggernaut?
I was going to say Jürgen Prochnow.
Who the hell is that?
The guy that played Arnold Schwarzenegger in the fake biography movie. Fuck it, get Arnold to play M. Bison.
Did Arnold? Yeah, I would watch it. I think a lot of people will watch that, but I don't think that'll happen.
What about Blanca? Who plays Blanca?
Charlie or Blanca when he like turned into Blanca.
I think you just do Blanca. You don't do a fucking.
You don't do the guy.
Charlie.
Fuck, man. I don't know. That's why I'm not in casting. That's why I'm like, I may criticize the fuck. I'm like, why did they pick this guy? But
you have no suggestion otherwise.
Like the only one I could think of, Zangief, is I'll play a decent Zangief. There's this wrestler named Braun Strowman. He's fucking huge, and I mean, all you gotta do is throw in a little red on him, and he's fucking Zangief.
Yeah.
But even him, like in the character, I don't know if that's the way he really is. If he's really a lug, a dummy, and you remember like in the Street Fighter, like, oh yeah, good going, and he gives him a sideways thumbs up or a sideways thumbs action. Like, what the hell?
I'm just trying to think of people like you're bringing in wrestlers now. Oh, I retract my Chris Evans and sub in John Cena.
John Cena as Guile. I mean, he could, and
that's my pick. It's John Cena as Guile. And you know who else? You know who plays Zangief?
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar could be a Zangief too, but yeah. That's fuck it. It could be a WWE fucking attachment.
And you might as well be like at that point. Like who does Batista play? Batista could be Blanca.
He could be Vega.
No, Vega's got to be skinny. He's got to be slim. Yeah. The guy that played Vega in the original Street Fighter movie was fucking excellent. I don't know that like
good casting.
I don't know that you're gonna get a better cast than that. Nah. I'm struggling with who else was in that movie. Like E Honda, like Chun-Li. You could do.
She can get the girl from the original Chun-Li.
Yeah, isn't she still acting? She's
a Star Wars character.
Yeah, Ming-Na Wen, isn't it? Isn't that who it is?
Sure. But I remember seeing her. I'm like, oh shit, that's Chun-Li. She did
the voice.
Not age at all, really.
I know she didn't. It is Ming-Na Wen. She did the voice of Mulan, and
she did
in the movie. Yeah, she just get her. Fuck it. And then you just get like for
About
Ken
a
and
Balrog.
Ken and Ryu, you get like I don't know. Who did you say was your suggestion to play Zangief?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. Okay. Didn't he play body double for who did the body double for Darth Vader in the newer movies?
Do not know. That's a rock. You know, that is a Comic Palooza question.
Who are we putting in? Who are we putting in The Rock as? Because you know The Rock's got to be in this movie.
The Rock would be. It'll be Balrog. Fuck it.
Balrog. I mean, he has to be a good character.
Okay, Balrog. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, who else could he be? Maybe Tomahawk. If we're going to go Ultimate Street Fighter.
Oh, that's a rough one, bro. Like, I don't know that you could pull that off. Like, you put in an American Samoan as a Native American.
I mean, by today's standards, no. If this was made in the 90s, yes.
Who played Tomahawk in the first movie?
I don't think there was a Tomahawk, was there?
I think there was. Like, one of the guys was. I was going to say whoever the guy that played Billy in Predator, like, he would be the obvious choice.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Well, let's just do time not being an issue anymore.
Yeah.
Like, just pick an actor in their prime to cast the movie.
Right.
Let's do that. Then fuck yeah. Like,
yeah.
Ming-Na Wen as Chun-Li, Yokozuna as E Honda. Balrog was a black dude though, wasn't it?
Dude,
Mike Tyson. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, he was based on
he
was based on Mike Tyson to begin with.
Yeah.
This is way easier now.
It's easier that way if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Then who would be Vega then? It's the same dude that play. I mean, I agree. He was a great cast.
That guy was great. I mean, I don't know that
before his 5-minute stint in that movie.
Yeah,
not even that. Maybe like a 30-second stint.
I don't know who you get to play. I would want a Dalsim that actually fights, like instead of like the. Yeah. You know what I mean? I would want an actual fight. And Ken and Ryu would be like. I don't think they. I think they should cast a Japanese guy as Ryu.
Well, they should.
But they cast a white guy. In the original one.
My question is this, like in Street Fighter, why do they make him look not Asian at all, Ryu?
Because
even though he
white.
is Japanese. No, in the video game. Oh, it's like you see Fei Long. It's like a resurrection of Bruce Lee, but you could clearly see that he's Asian.
Yeah.
If Ryu's Japanese, then why did I not make him look more Asian?
I don't know.
That's
why don't you ask the video game creator?
No, I'm just saying, like, I could see. Well, no, they did cast an Asian guy for Ryu back in the movie.
Oh yeah, I thought it was two white guys, but
no,
you're
white
right.
guy is that.
Oh, because he had brown hair, but in the video game, Ken had blonde hair.
Right.
So you cast Owen Wilson as Ken.
Oh, well, I don't know that nose was a password.
Ken. Bro, like,
guy.
Google a picture of Ken from the video games and look at his fucking nose.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Then, fuck it. Do Luke Wilson as Ryu.
No, you've got to do an Asian guy. We're doing this politically correct.
Okay,
yeah, we're doing the right thing.
No, you're right. No, absolutely. I get you. Owen Wilson.
Anyway, I've while we're talking about this, I've busted out. I found this in a drawer the other day, and it's a card game, the '90s quiz.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I busted these trivia cards out, and I'm going to see how many of these you can get right.
Yeah,
exactly. See, somebody already beat it.
So somebody, I mean, obviously, since we're not on camera. They Photoshop Owen Wilson's face over a pixelated Ken from the Street Fighter,
and it looks exactly
right. And it could pass.
Yeah, wow,
wow, it's hilarious, man. Posted on Facebook, but yeah, the '90s trivia. That's hilarious.
So, you want to see how far you get into it?
I probably won't get shit, but go ahead.
All right. Which TV series? Oh, there's no way that this is the first card that comes up for you.
Saved by the Bell. Has to be.
No way that this is the first card that comes up.
I know. Just by giving me that
reaction. Look
how
thick this is.
I know. That's a thick. That's thick.
I've been shuffling them under the table.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, it's fate.
In which TV series would you see the characters Kelly Kapowski and Zach Morris?
Saved by the Bell.
What are the fucking odds of that?
That's too easy. But, I mean, anybody listening, if you guys want to take on the champ of the Saved by the Bell Trivia King, I'm taking applications.
Dude, I think we talked to Evan. I think we're gonna do like a big Saved by the Bell trivia thing at Eureka Heights, like a championship thing.
Oh, nice. That'd
like
be good.
Us hosting, like kind of like we did for Comic Palooza, where you answer a trivia question correctly, and then they get to ask you a trivia question.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And maybe we'll get Dozier up there as backup just in case.
Yeah,
you know
good.
what I mean. That way we know
that was fun.
That way we can't lose. You know what I mean?
There's no way we can lose.
All right. Which single by Coolio spent 13 weeks atop the Australian music charts in the 90s?
I wasn't a big Coolio.
Just guess which Coolio song.
Oh, Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. Duh.
Yes.
For some reason, I thought it was LL Cool J.
I'm not a big Coolio fan. Come on.
No, LL Cool J. That's what I was
All right, last one. What are the names of the 4 Teletubbies?
Purple, yellow, red, and green. I don't fucking know.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe.
I knew Poe.
Did you? Poe Dameron?
All right, man. It's only fair I give you a couple of them. So let me.
All right.
Let's see. So you gave me 3. I'm gonna get in the middle of the deck. All righty. What was legalized in Tasmania in 1997?
What the fuck? You got easy questions. Why do I get the hard ones?
What was legalized in Tasmania in 1997? Homosexuality.
Wow. In 1997.
What kind of deck did you give me here, man?
You shuffled them, bro.
Alrighty. So question, maybe you get this one. What are the names of the 5 Simpson family members? Of course you're going to get this one.
Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie.
Okay, that's too easy. We need a level 2.
Level 2 card.
What was the biggest selling single in the 90s?
The biggest selling single in the 90s? Had to be a Spice Girls song.
No, I'll give you a hint. It was because...
is it We Are the World?
No. That's a good one too, but no. A famous celebrity, a world-renowned celebrity passed
Candle
away.
in the Wind.
Yeah. By Elton John.
Fucking Elton John. No, that was good. I think that we should make a
bit.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, I like that.
We just interject with 90s.
Yeah,
you know what we should do?
What's that?
Because you know he doesn't listen. Is we should get Justin Laverne on here.
Yeah.
For some just oddball reason. And
then
we'll
we
just
whip that out?
and just bust out 90s trivia and just see how good he really is.
That'd be great, man. That'd be
He
great.
fucking
might be
hates
pissed.
it that we
He might be
pigeonhole him
pissed,
that
but
way.
Let's do it. That sounds like a plan.
I don't think anybody really pigeonholes him that way in real life, but Paul sure does.
Yeah. I like that.
Anyway, so all right,
I did not know homosexuality was legalized in 97 in Tasmania.
I didn't know it was illegal, but okay, whatevs. All right, so let's. All right, we've done our mostly Street Fighter casting.
Yeah.
What about talking about other video games that we can compare and contrast to? And I don't know that you could recast this movie correctly. I think you just need to redo the script. Super Mario Brothers.
Man, is that John Leguizamo in that one?
John Leguizamo, Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopkins.
Dennis Hopkins. Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, I don't know that you can recast that because they were good as those characters, but the plot was just terrible.
Yeah, wasn't it traumatizing as a kid though? Watching it, I don't remember that. Or am I getting that confused with Double Dragon?
Double Dragon was terrible. I feel like one of the guys from Double Dragon was also
that's probably why
was also Ken from Street Fighter, was also Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. I feel like it's all the same guy, but it's not
the same guy. That's hilarious. But what was the plot? I mean, obviously the plot of Super Mario Brothers. They're trying to save the princess. Was there a princess in that movie?
Yeah. There was Princess Daisy. It was what's her name? Short blonde haired chick. Remember, she has the piece of the meteorite. The plot is way back in the dinosaur times, the meteor hit and split their worlds into 2 opposite dimensions, right? And she's got the piece of the meteor that opens the portal into our world. And
that's awesome.
Bowser, the King Koopa, was Dennis Hopkins, Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper. That's right. And she grows up in the real world, but they're trying to get her back, and you know what I mean, and they take her through there's the sand wall thing, and they have to jump through it, and then they're in the dinosaur city, but all the dinosaurs evolved to be humans.
Fuck, man, no,
you don't remember that?
I remember, man. I was second grade when I was watching that movie. I can't, and I only seen it once or twice.
Good.
I remember specifically though the reason why I was watching it because I had surgery, and my family was like, "Where weren't you? Whatever movies you want." And I was like, "Super Mario Brothers, I want that." And I remember watching it on rerun, like repeat, but I forgot a lot about it. I thought it was shitty though.
It was shitty.
Okay,
but I mean, it was terrible. It's so bad. I think I'm gonna go watch it again.
Yeah,
I feel like I haven't.
That.
If you don't own that on Vudu, I will Venmo you.
93.
You need to buy
okay,
it.
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
93 is when it came out.
Dude, that was the years, man. 93, 94, 95. That was like Super Mario Brothers, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat all came out on as movies.
Yeah.
And I think, and Ninja Turtles too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was...
The early 90s was where was that, man?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I was like 10, 11 years old. I was Edie's age. Fuck, man.
That was Samantha Mathis.
Yes.
Richard Edson. Yes.
I mean, that was just a golden age for movies. I think Commando came out then. Predator was right around then.
Predator. Then you got your cheesy, which I would never watch again because it's weird.
Liar.
But man, yeah, right. Three Ninjas with Colt, Tum Tum, and
and Rocky. Yeah, that's the one that I confused. That me and one of the guys at work were talking about. That they made 3 movies, right? So they made Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, and Three Ninjas
one with Hulk Hogan,
Surf Back or whatever. But yeah, so like they released them out of order because of so like they released the first one obviously, and then the second one they filmed almost right after the first one, but they couldn't get it released because of distribution rights. So they filmed the third one and they replaced 2 of the actors, 2 of the ninjas. And then they came back and then they finally were able to release the second one as the third one.
Oh, wow.
So you're like, they replaced these actors and then they brought them back. No, they were filmed with the same, but they were released in the wrong order.
Wow, that's hilarious.
It's like 3 ninjas. What is it? 3 ninjas Knuckle Up, and 3 ninjas like something Mountain.
Yeah, that's right. It's something Mountain, and I think that's the one with the Hulkster in it. I forget, but
have you ever seen the movie Suburban Commando?
Yeah, when it was Hulk Hogan,
Christopher Lloyd. High Noon at Mega Mountain, yeah.
High Noon.
Oh, no. That's the 4th one. So there's 4 of them. There's 3 ninjas, 3 ninjas kick back, and 3 ninjas knuckle up. So 3 ninjas knuckle up. Hold on. Let me get this right. 3 ninjas and then 3 ninjas kick back. Those were with the original actors, but 3 ninjas kick back was released after 3 ninjas knuckle up, where they replaced 2 of the actors.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then 3 ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain had all different characters. Had all different actors.
All different actors, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Suburban Commando, I remember that.
Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum.
Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum, yeah.
Still, Grandpa Maury was still played by Victor Wong, though.
Then he passed away, I think, shortly after that, I believe.
He passed in 2001.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that movie was released in 98.
Okay, yeah. Well, whatever. Tomato.
Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
Interesting.
Are you grabbing your keys? You ready to go?
No. Open my. Now this is the real beer because this and the other beer I was drinking, they taste.
Is that the grapefruit Topo Chico?
This is a grapefruit. You want one?
No, grapefruit's gross, man. It's all about the lime.
Well, they didn't have it. I did a Kroger pickup order because I have a busy life, and they fucking subbed. Of course, I got the twist of lime, but they gave me the twist of grapefruit. Well,
you're an idiot. If you go to the Valero down the street from my house, they have the twist of lime in the plastic bottles over there.
Well, I wasn't.
That's
at
where
your
I go.
Valero down the street.
Well,
I live like 15 minutes away, Rob, and I did a pickup order from Kroger.
Yeah, but you would have saved yourself some time if you'd have just picked it up over here.
But that defeats the purpose of the pickup order. I did a pickup order for a bunch of groceries. It wasn't just for this. Who does a pickup order?
You said you're busy. I don't know.
For like $200 worth of groceries.
Oh, okay.
And I added the twist of lime, but they're like, nah, this guy, he won't know the difference. They're out.
Well, that's because you did it from Kroger.
Yeah. There's no HEB by my house. You know what I mean? Is that where you go, HEB?
Yeah, HEB. And they have the twist of lime in plastic bottles there.
Yeah. I like HEB. HEB is a lot better.
Well, I mean, you live in a bad part of town, so if it doesn't have an HEB, I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, okay. I don't support HEB because they don't support my man Deshaun Watson. So,
oh my God, we're not getting into that. All right, all right. So let's get into our casting for I guess we skipped Super Mario Brothers because I don't think you can recast that movie. Like,
No.
I think the casting on that was good. It's just the plot line sucked.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, so Dennis Hopper was
King Koopa,
right? Now, in a newer version of the movie, would you have a human as King Koopa, or
that's a fair point. I think that you do, like, if you recast it, you cast John Leguizamo and
a young version.
and a young and in their
Bob
prime,
Hoskins in the past.
and Bob Hoskins, fucking God, what was his name?
Mario?
No. In
Roger
Who
Rabbit?
Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah.
Fuck. That's a Paul question.
Yeah, that's
Well, like he's screaming. Oh, it is not live.
yeah.
That's right. Like,
He's not. Yeah.
like, it's that guy.
What's his character's name in that movie? Eddie Valiant.
There
There you go,
Valiant.
Eddie.
Okay.
To the pencil pushes, but they all get lead poisoning.
Oh man, Bob Hoskins, man. Haskins or Hoskins?
Hoskins.
H-O-S, yeah.
Bob Hoskins. Yeah, he played Smee.
Dennis Haskins is the principal building.
Okay,
but whatever.
Bob Hoskins was Mario, and he was also Smee in Hook with.
He was, yes, you're right.
With Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams. Another
the
good
clumsy
movie.
pirate, right?
Yeah. And then, oh man, I mean, he's had a lot of iconic roles.
I just saw the with my son, of course, because it's weird if I saw it by myself. I think
You don't have to lie.
Peter Pan, the actual like cartoon movie, and I'm like, oh shit, that's why Hook is in, and them are kind of related. Hook is just it's
the continuation
Wendy
of
grown
Peter
up
Pan.
grown old as fuck.
Yeah.
And Peter Pan's still coming to visit.
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. I like the way it kind of.
Yeah, that was the whole story of Hook was Peter Pan grew up.
Yeah.
He decided to stay out on Earth and grow up. Now there's a conspiracy there's a conspiracy theory about Peter Pan that if you don't take Hook into account, that Peter Pan is a guardian angel taking children that have died to Never Neverland, which is heaven.
It's heaven. That's what I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
But do you know if that's what the author intended to be?
I don't think that's what he intended.
It's just fan
be.
people.
I think that's just people being like,
but
bro, you ever seen this Peter Pan shit? You know what I mean?
Hey man, that's how stories are made, though.
I know. That's what I love about the internet. Like, it's just people going around going like the meme of all the black guys with their fucking hoodie strings drawn, and it's just like. I've been that high. I've been in those circles. It's fucking fun.
I know that feeling. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, but that's I specifically remember having conversations. Bro, wouldn't it be a trip?
I like it. I like it a lot.
What else? Okay.
You can't do Super Mario because he said that.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, we're not going to recast Mortal Kombat because I think that they've done a decent job. All right, what was Madonna's biggest hit of 1990?
Vogue.
Very good.
Was it?
It was Vogue.
What the hell's wrong with me?
Hong Kong was handed back to which country in 1997?
Taiwan.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
What country is Hong Kong part of?
Hong Kong is Hong Kong, isn't it?
No, Hong Kong is now part of China. It used to be ruled by Britain until 1997.
Okay, I thought Hong Kong was just isolated. That's Hong Kong.
No. Which movie is the quote? Mama always said life is like a box of
Forrest
chocolates.
Gump.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Go!
Be it fucking now.
You mean the War of Vietnam?
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we need. I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna find a deck of cards like that.
Yeah,
because you probably memorize that shit. I don't know.
I just opened them. I haven't read any of them.
And then we're just gonna go like in the middle of our fucking podcast. I'm gonna hey, Rob. Blah, blah, blah.
I have those pod decks we bought that we have never used those. So we'll start integrating those.
Do something.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
just random shit like that. So I was gonna bring up. You haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, have you?
No.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a really, really good show.
Is it done? Like,
it's done.
Okay.
You can stream all of it. It's only 6 episodes.
Okay, well then next episode I'll definitely.
I think that you should, and it's a really bold step for Marvel. I think, like, and I granted, like we've talked about this a few times before, how they've taken. It seems like they've taken a couple of stands on, like. People critique like in Infinity War or in Endgame when like all the female superheroes come together, they're like, girl power kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't mind that so much, but I mean, like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like it was really, really down and it was gritty. You know what I mean? It was. I mean, I don't know that gritty is the right word for it, but it really explores like the idea of like what it means to be black in America, and not like granted, I have no idea what it's like to be black in America. Obviously, like
so it takes that. I never knew that.
Oh yeah, because the show is all about like, Steve gives Sam the shield, and at the beginning of the show, Sam donates it to the Smithsonian because and Bucky's pissed, and so it kind of explores that like healing of Bucky as the Winter Soldier, and Sam like trying to like figure out like who he is and like where he goes on from this, and Bucky's like Steve gave you that shield, and he goes and saying one of the things he says is like, when are you gonna realize that you were Steve? Will never truly understand that I did what I did because I thought it was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things like, and you find out in the show that there was a black Captain America, like a black super soldier like Steve, but that the government covered up.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you just ruined it, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to ruin it for you.
That's cool. That's cool. No, that's fine. That's great.
I gave you heads up to watch this.
But, I mean, before you continue on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you say that you talk about like that in America. Do they talk about, like, I mean, like, he is not my Captain America. Is this shit like that going on in there?
Basically, kind of.
Jesus Christ!
But he doesn't become Captain America until like the very last episode, because what they do is they give it to another blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, who's John Walker, who's, hey, I'm Captain America. He introduces himself as Captain America all the time, and people on the internet are comparing it. Steve never introduced himself as Captain America. He was always Steve Rogers, and he was humbly Captain America.
Right, of course, yeah.
And Baron Zemo is in this because he wants to get rid of all super soldiers. So, like, that's his whole deal. Like, I want to get rid of all super soldiers. So, and there's basically you find out that like somebody recreated the super soldier serum and it's worked. And there's other super soldiers out there.
Okay.
And they're people, and the whole agenda of the show is like there's this group of vigilante people that want to revert the world back to the way it was during the blip, because you lost half the Earth's population. It's like, and their motto is one world, one people, no borders, no countries, just because like there's this global repatriation council is trying to, put people back in their homes and trying to figure out like what to do with all these people, like just reappearing. That's one of the interesting things about these shows is it kind of explores like the real world of Marvel. Like what, like, what, like, you have all these actions and you're like, oh, that's a great superhero movie, but what happens every day?
Yeah, right.
I mean? When that's going on. Like, when Sam donates the shield to the Smithsonian and then he sees, like, that they just, like, oh, here, the government's like, here's your new Captain America with the shield. He's like, that's not what Steve wanted. But then Bucky's like, do you know, like, so basically, like, he finds out that there was another super soldier that was black, and the government covered up and experimented on him, and it's really about like exploring what it is for a soldier, because Sam was a soldier, you know what I mean, to be one of Steve Rogers' best friends, and to realize that Steve has asked him to be Captain America, and kind of, what does that mean for him? What does that mean just in general, kind of thing,
Right.
And at the end, like, he kind of, he one of the things he said, there's this big speech that he has at the end where he's talking to these two senators, and he's like, you guys have more power than what to do with, basically, like, you can do all these things. And he's like, and he's like, he tells one of the Isaiah Bradley, who was a comic character, he tells him, he's talking about black people, and he says, he's like, we've bled for this. We built this country.
Right.
We've bled for this country. And I'll be damned if anybody's going to tell me that I can't fight for this country.
Right.
Even though this country has, treated them as second-class citizens and, all of the, I mean, we don't need to get into the history of what America's done to black people. That's not what this is about. But the show really addresses, like, what does it really mean? Because one the super soldier, Isaiah, tells him, he's like, the government will never, America will never let a black man be Captain America, and no self-respecting black man would want to be Captain America. So basically, like he says, I know that every day that I pick up this shield, half the people out there hate me for doing it.
Right, yeah.
But Steve knew that he wanted me to carry this legacy, basically, and like, if that's good enough, then that's good enough for me, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like Zemo is in this movie. He's trying to stop all the super soldiers, and he like basically from Age of Ultron. He kills or Civil War.
Civil War, that's what it is.
Yeah, Civil War. So he kills all the other Winter Soldiers, you know what I mean? And he makes a line in the movie. He's like, because they have to use him for help. And he says, Bucky says to him, he's like, the super soldier serum never corrupted Steve. And Zemo goes, touche, but there's never been another Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like when you have somebody like Steve Rogers take up the mantle of Captain America, who is unwavering in their commitment and their their poise, and he never does anything un-Captain America like, basically, you know what I mean? Like he's just in general like the embodiment of that. Like you can't knock him. There's basically nobody has anything bad to say about the guy, because like he has sacrificed everything for this country and then come back and still is sacrificing everything for this country. You know what I mean? So I think that it's a really good, like, the dynamic between Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, like as Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's really good. It's got a lot of really good action sequences with Falcon, and like at the end he takes up the shield and as Falcon he's got like a Captain America like red, white, and blue Falcon suit and shit, just like in the comics. Like it's pretty badass, dude.
That's a good approach. I mean, a different approach too that they took with that. And honestly, I didn't give a rat's ass about the Winter Soldier or the new Captain America. I'm not a hardcore Marvel fan like the way you are.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, even if you've watched the movies enough times, like you kind of wonder, like, there's a lot of character development there. You know what I mean? Like, how does the Winter Soldier come back from knowing what you know about him? Like at the in Civil War, when him and Iron Man are fighting, and he's like, "Do you even remember them?" And he says, "I remember all of them."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Knowing that you did all of these horrible acts,
right,
and you have regret, but you weren't you couldn't control yourself. Somebody else was behind the steering wheel and you were in the back seat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how do you go on living your life knowing that, like, you have to live your life like that, and you have to live a good life because you've promised your friend Steve that, like, Steve sacrificed everything for this world, for all for the universe. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's, how do you live up to that legacy?
For sure. What I'm trying to get at, though, is that, like, it didn't seem like there was enough attention about this series than WandaVision was or anything.
Yeah.
And that's why I haven't really watched it. But the fact that you pulled out that plot and everything, that sounds very freaking interesting. And
it's real good.
And it's 6 episodes. Why in the fuck am I not watching it anyway?
Well, and I think that the idea was that this was supposed to come out before WandaVision, but
that's what it was. Okay.
I don't think they weren't done shooting it because there was a lot of shots done in Prague, so they couldn't go, but they had to go back and finish it. So they released WandaVision first, and now like we actually go like a whole month without a new Marvel thing. But actually, no, I think doesn't Black Widow come out in like a week or two?
Does it?
I think so. But anyway, the Loki show looks real good.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that also.
July 9th is Black Widow.
Okay. Loki is in June, I think.
Low key, man.
Yeah. Low key, man.
But
Owen Wilson's in Loki.
As Loki?
No, he
a blonde version of Loki.
He plays Mobius in Mobius.
So what else is up
Friday,
there?
June 11th? It comes out.
Yeah, June 11th.
Is
What
when
else
it
is
comes
down
out.
the pipeline for Marvel? Just those three?
They haven't really announced a whole lot. So Black Widow is coming out July 9th, allegedly. And then there is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness coming out in August-ish. And there's a couple more like Marvel What If TV
What If?
shows.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
The Eternals comes out in November. Which we still haven't seen a trailer for, which is kind of worrisome. Which means that there's got to be something in either Loki or Black Widow that will set up Eternals to the point where if we saw the Eternals trailer, it would spoil what happens in those shows.
Oh, I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so because those things should have already been out. Like Black Widow should have been out a long time ago. So there's got to be something going on. Oh, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah,
that's going to be good. So the Ten Rings in the Marvel comics are almost like the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
They're a very powerful artifact. When you have all of them, like you gain like some kind of power or whatever. And Shang-Chi is very closely storyline related to Daredevil, or not Daredevil, I'm sorry, Iron Fist and the mystical city of Kunlun. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to try to find a way to bring Iron Fist back and like do him.
That Iron Fist was on Netflix, right?
Yeah. Danny
they were
Rand. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What'd you say?
Or Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. Oh, yeah,
that was on
Luke Cage.
Netflix too.
Oh, I thought we were going back to Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
No.
Luke Cage.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to get that guy to play. What's his name? Michael. You have to get that guy to play Luke Cage because like he was fucking badass.
Oh yeah.
And Kristen Ritter has to play Jessica Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, they were so good. And Charlie Cox has to play Daredevil. You could just recast Iron Fist, but whatever. Anyway, so the big thing that like is all the rumors about Spider-Man 3. And
Venom?
No, Spider-Man. They haven't said anything about Venom, but they have said.
I'm talking about the original Spider-Man 3.
No, I'm talking about Spider-Man 3. Well,
Spider-Man 3?
Sam Raimi is directing this new Spider-Man 3.
Really?
Yes. So, and the rumors are that Andrew.
He only did 1 and 2, right? Or did
no,
he do all
he
three?
did all three of the original ones with Tobey
Okay.
Maguire. So Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire have been rumored to be in this movie.
I saw that.
And Alfred Molina as Doc Ock.
Doc Ock, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool,
so like,
man.
I don't know if they're going to try to do like a multiverse thing, and like it's going to be after Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So like, or maybe they're going to do like the scroll. I don't know, but it's gonna
That's
be,
exciting.
It's going
I
to be
wouldn't mind that.
sick.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't mind that.
And Marvel and Sony have reached some kind of fucking weird fantastical deal where all of the Spider-Man movies are now on Disney Plus.
Is it now?
Yeah, I think it's now ish.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, they need to work together.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
So before we finish this up, the murder trial of which American celebrity spanned 11 months from November 1994 to January 1995?
Which celebrity?
Yeah.
The murder trial? I mean, I don't know. Celebrity.
Huge murder trial.
Well,
in the
O.J.
90s.
Simpson, but
There
the
you go.
murder of I thought maybe the murder the victim was a celebrity, but no.
No,
The
it
murder
says
trial.
the murder
Okay, yeah, O.J.
trial
Simpson.
of which American celebrity.
Okay.
What did the Queen and President Mitterrand of France open on May 6th, 1994?
I think the Topo Chico factory in Europe. I don't fucking know.
The Channel Tunnel.
The Channel Tunnel. Okay.
The Channel.
Yeah.
Interesting fact about Topo Chico. It comes from a spring, a legendary spring in Monterrey in Mexico, and it is naturally carbonated.
Oh, is it?
It comes out of the ground carbonated. That now, Coca-Cola bought the Topo Chico factory that stood on the same grounds for 150 years or whatever, and Topo Chico has for many years they reinforce the carbonation. They do add some artificial carbonation to it, but it comes out of the ground just like carbonated.
Interesting. Well, that's a fun fact for you guys.
In which year did the euro make its first appearance as a European currency? Has to be in the 90s.
90, I know. I was going to say 90, 93.
99.
99. Wow. Okay, so I don't know too much about the 90s, apparently.
I mean, you know this one. What was the first book in the Harry Potter series?
The Sorcerer's Stone.
Now, what was it original? Oh, I just put all these back.
I was gonna just
what was the no? That's what the Sorcerer's Stone is. What it was released as in the United States. What was the original title of it?
I don't know.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in the UK.
The philosopher.
Yeah, but nobody knew what a philosopher was. Or American kids are dumb, so they just turned it into sorcerers.
Which Australian singer released the album Impossible Princess?
Kylie Minogue.
Ooh, man card. Now,
did I get that right? She's the only Australian singer I know.
Right, dude.
Yes,
she was a fucking man card.
Well, she was Cammy in Street Fighter, and she was also in Biodome with Pauly Shore.
She was Cammy in Street Fighter.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a Eureka Heights seltzer real quick.
You are absolutely right. Okay, that's too easy. I'm gonna give you one that I know you're not gonna know. The 1994 Soccer World Cup took place in which country?
Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, close enough. USA.
Oh. Shit.
What year did the Gulf War commence?
1991.
90.
Okay.
Okay.
Some would argue 91.
And if you don't get this right, Rob, you're out of the podcast. What was Frasier's occupation in the sitcom Frasier?
He was a drunk.
Okay, close enough. Might as well.
I mean, are we talking like during Cheers or during the actual show?
Frasier.
Oh, he was a radio psychotherapist.
Psychiatrist, yeah. Good job. Your
Because
job is safe, sir.
That is a spin-off of the TV show Cheers.
Coach. No, it's a spin-off of Coach. If you don't know that, go back to the beginning of the podcast. I really dropped the ball on that one.
We should do a whole episode of spin-offs, TV shows.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. I've been watching a lot of Cheers lately. I don't know why.
Well, Cheers is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah. There you go. Norm.
Woody always is my favorite in that.
Woody?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I kind of like Coach. That's why I said Coach.
Oh, because he was the original bartender before Rhea Perlman came
Yeah, that's why I
there.
said Coach. Like, why the fuck did I say Coach? I'm not that dumb.
Okay, I used to watch Coach all the time.
Is it Fred Van Dyke or what's the brother's name?
Oh, Jerry Van Dyke.
Jerry Van Dyke, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's older and he still died. Well, no, younger and he still Dick Van Dyke still outlived him.
Yeah, well,
That's crazy.
Probably did a lot of drugs. What was the big guy's name that was balding that was obviously should have cut his hair?
Boomer.
Was it Boomer?
I think it is Boomer. Yeah. That lug, man, that's hilarious. That was a good show.
Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah.
That was a good show. He had that badass log cabin.
Yes.
Coach. Anyway.
Wow. That just shows our age.
I know. Well, here's to our age, sir.
Here's our age, yeah.
29 and holding.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Plus 10.
So, I don't know if anybody was aware of this, but our friends over at Eureka Heights hosted a band that I play with, Libby Coke and the Dealers. We went out there for their 5th annual Hoot Nanny. Libby is a country singer, country Americana singer-songwriter. And we had a fucking blast, man. Like, we threw down. We were supposed to have some video and pictures shot, but the videographer never showed up.
Yeah. You should fire that guy.
He's definitely fired for sure.
Yeah.
But
man.
Anyway, but yeah, we had a fucking blast out there. Evan had a stage set up in there. Like, we just fucking threw down.
I saw that stage. It was pretty nice. Like,
it was all right.
I mean, for them pulling that together,
Yeah.
I've never seen a stage before.
Yeah, Evan was like, "Hey man, I worked really hard, got this stage together," and I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, you ungrateful bastard.
Yeah, I know I am an ungrateful bastard. It was. I mean, it was a little tight for 4 people. Like, stage. Like, if you're ever setting up a stage for a band, it needs to be twice as deep as you think it needs to be because the drums take up so much space. Yeah. I mean, the drums take up at least 4 feet.
Well, don't find a Neil Peart style drummer.
That's just drums in general. But anyway, we had a fucking good time out there, and I think that we're going to be playing out there again. Okay. Not with Libby Coke and the Dealers, I think that Flashback is going to be playing actually, and we'll be doing.
I'll be there for sure.
An 80s style something on June 12th. I don't have any exact date or details of that. I just know that Evan said I need some 80s music, and so we're gonna fucking kick that down. Yeah. So I'm throwing together set lists for that. So if anybody wants to come out there, put that on your calendars. 941 West 18th Street. It was a damn good time. They had some good ass food out there.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out exactly what it was, like a Korean barbecue, Tex-Mex hybrid kind of thing. I don't know, man. It was
nice.
The brisket.
Yeah,
dude, the brisket was so good. It melted in your mouth. It was so good. I was blown away. It was nice. It was excellent. But anyway, I digress. Make myself hungry. Anyway, so just our usual shout out over to Eureka Heights. Cheers to Eureka Heights. As always, 941 West 18th Street. They're still doing drive-through beers. The tap room is open in semi-limited quantities outside. You don't have to wear a mask. On the outside, but if you go inside, you still have to masks are required if you're moving around the brewery and stuff like that, for the safety of other patrons and for the safety of the staff. We want to make sure those guys stay healthy and stuff. So just make sure that you guys go over there and show some patronage and some love. Comic Palooza news? Do we
no new news yet. We did throw in for a panel. Haven't heard anything new. They haven't released anybody out yet for as far as artists or celebrities. So,
well, I know that the guy who our good friend Kerry Gordon, who hosts the Metal Geeks podcast, you can go check them out on all available podcast platforms. Kerry is the guy that does the booking for all that, So. He is on vacation at Disney World. I've been checking out his posts. He's over there checking out the Star Wars rides and stuff, making me uber jealous.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully when he gets back, maybe we'll get some follow up on that. But you can always go check out any of our podcast our Comic Palooza podcast affiliate partners. There's a bunch of them. I'll try to list some of them. I know that there's the Metal Geeks podcast. There's Mind Fudge. There's Cult 45. I mean, I Am Geek. Yeah. Cult 45 is really a really great podcast if you haven't heard it.
For your cult movies.
Yeah.
They just did one on Half Baked.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. But yeah, for those that you not know, Comic Palooza is not going to be in May this year, which it's always in May. It's always around Memorial Day weekend.
It's always around Mother's Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend sometimes. So now they're pushing it back to July 17th and 18th, which is a Saturday and Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's
Tickets
right. It's
are on sale now.
Days. Tickets are on sale. We will be out there doing whatever. You will find us if you can find us. We will be trying to making ourselves well known. Yeah. Find us, track us down for some free beers. We'll be giving out free beer coupons for Eureka Heights for coming by and saying hi, and taking a social media tag picture with us or something. And then obviously we're putting in for a panel. We had the last Comic Palooza that we did was in 2019. We had a huge crowd come out, standing room only. They were pushing people out the door for our Marvel Cinematic Universe trivia. It was a huge hit. Now we're going to have really good prizes this year. So make sure you tell your friends, come out. You can win, Gentleman No Class swag. I think Eureka Heights is actually going to throw down some. Ooh, excuse me, man. These hard seltzers, bro.
It's hard
those fizzy pants are fizzing up my chest.
Lungs,
yeah. But yeah, they're going to throw down some swag known from Michael Scott in the office as stuff we all get.
Michael Scott.
So anyway,
what season are you on?
I quit watching. When Michael Scott left and Will Ferrell came in, I was done. I couldn't watch.
That's
not
a permanent thing, I don't think.
Yeah, that's the last 2 seasons. Like Michael Scott's gone.
Oh,
Steve
really?
Carell left.
I know that. I'm at that episode where he's leaving, but okay, I did not know that that's permanent.
It's permanent.
Oh,
I can't stand Will Ferrell. So
no, I got to make sure. I got to fact check you.
Fact check me, bro.
Okay, but yeah.
Anyway, so that's where we're at with that. That's what's coming up, Gentleman No Class style. If you have any ideas, things you want to hear us talk about, things you want to hear us pick apart and talk shit on, we would love to get your ideas. Hit us up on all the social media platforms. Check out our YouTube channel, Gentlemen No Class. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook at GNC Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever. Listen to us. If you're listening to us now, you know where to listen to us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all your favorite podcast platforms.
Or you could go to gentlemannoclass.com and listen to the feed there.
Or you could visit gentlemannoclass.com and listen to the feed there. It will be updated soon. Yes, at some point.
We do got to get this stain on the webpage off of it somehow. I got to figure out how to clean it. Sorry, Paul. We got to figure out how to clean your face off the webpage.
It'd be funny. Just put a big red X.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Done.
Or just scribble over. Anyway,
that'd be great.
That's ultra no class style.
Like that.
That's oh Jesus. Where is it? Oh man, where is it? Oh, here it is.
Cliff.
You couldn't hear it, but I could hear it.
You hear it because you got your headphones on.
Yeah, because I got the headphones on. Well, I got the headphones on because I had some feedback from some people that, like, while we're doing the live stream, the audio kind of cuts in and out because people get over here on the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's easier. I think that, like, when we're doing live streams, we may get the bring the headphones back because it's just a lot
That's
easier.
cool. Yeah, I like the
It's
headphones.
easier to monitor yourself and where you're at on stuff.
We're no Joe Rogan.
Yeah. we ain't Joe Rogan yet. So
Wow.
anyway, so
Fucking adorable.
I'm hitting all these buttons over
I
here.
guess you're right, man.
Boys.
Michael Scott.
You're a fucking
What the hell, man?
cunt.
I did not know that. I thought he was going to come back. And he is the heart of the show.
He is gone, and I quit watching. So anyway, on that note,
sir. Yes, sir.
I've been Rob,
I am Jake.
and I guess we will catch you on the next one because we don't have any other ending music, so we're still rolling with this piece of shit. So yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so we'll see you on the next one.